Friday, May 19th will mark the third annual Make Kahnawake Stop, a safety initiative that was started by community member Timmy Norton, who stands with us here today at one of the places where I guess it's most notable, where people have not stopped when they've needed to stop. And so tell us why you did this, Tim.
Well, it started out because I work right here at Cattery School, and I see it as I'm working. I'm looking out the window and I see the cars drive through every day, all day. You know, there's a lot that stop, of course, but for the most part, they just do that little slowdown, and some that just go right through. And you know, over the last 2 or 3 years, I've gotten feedback from community members who said that, you know, they've become more aware of stop signs now. They make the full stop because they don't know. They're not doing it to be to make trouble or to be whatever, you know. They just don't think of it, you know. They think, okay, there's no kids, there's no cars, you know, I'm just going to slow down and I'm not going to stop, you know. I'm in a hurry, whatever, you know. But people have become more aware of it. That's one good thing that's come out of it. You know, in the first year, the Peacekeepers gave out 35 tickets. Last year was 46. I would like it to see it go down this year. You know, we don't want it to be more, because if it's more, then that means it's not working. You know, if people are not stopping, then it's not working. You know.
Well, awareness is always a big thing, and people do pay attention to this day. We're here, of course, across from the youth center and at Cattery School, but this initiative goes all around.
Everywhere in the community. But it kind of started here, but it's every stop sign. After I did it the first year, I received so many emails and phone calls from people saying, well, my stop sign too, why don't you come there at my stop sign? They go right through all day, you know. And it happens everywhere in the community. And you know, I know that there's near misses here and there we don't hear about, you know. There's almost accidents. There's some that get hit. There was an accident right here just last week. A little fender bender, but it was because the car didn't stop at the stop sign. It was a delivery guy from Chattagee, you know, and he tried to go around the car, and there was a bus stopped here. Like, where do you think you're driving, you know? So it's people like that need to totally understand. There's people that say, well, there's too many stop signs. There's people that say, well, I don't believe in Quebec law, you know, so I don't have to stop, you know, I'm whatever, and I don't believe in the law, the Quebec law being here in the community, which is ridiculous.
Well, I remember a couple of years ago there was an unnamed council chief who even said, I don't need to stop.
Yeah, last year he was stopped. He was given a ticket for rolling through the stop sign, you know. So those people like that, council chiefs and peacekeepers, and even when they're not on duty, when they're out on their own, they need to set an example for the community and make a stop. But I'm not trying to be down on the PKs, because they're a very big part of this, and they always take part, and you know, they park everywhere and they give people tickets.
The first year we issued 35 stop sign violation citations, and last year we issued 46. And this year we're kind of looking to lower that number with a high peacekeeper presence in the areas that we will be monitoring, with marked vehicles and officers that will be issuing tickets once again during this yearly campaign.
You know, all I can do is ask them to do it, and it's up to them to take part, and other community members as well. At their stop signs, I tell them, well, at your stop sign, stand out there and make people stop and say thank you to them. We can't start trouble or make it negative, you know. We want it to be positive, but you're going to get a ticket if you don't go through, if you go through the stop sign. That's it. From about 8 a.m. to noon, it's going to be happening, like 4 hours, you know, just wherever you're going. Hopefully it's not raining like it's been, but it's going to be at least 4 hours for the morning. That's it. And that's on the Friday, the 19th of May. And after that, you know, while the peacekeepers are still around anyway, if they see you again going through, they're going to give you a ticket, you know. And I believe it's about $160 for the ticket, if I'm not 100% sure. I got one. I guess that's part of why I started it a couple of years ago too. Was because I got a ticket and I argued with the police officer. I said, no, I made a stop. And what he says is that, or she said at the time, was that all 4 tires have to come to a complete stop. They have to stop rotating for it to be an official stop.
Right. So there you go. It is going to be Friday, May 19th, from 8 until noon. And really, it's about being safe and getting into some better habits. Thank you very much, Timmy, for joining us, and thanks for coming up with this good idea.
Thank you.